The day has come. Joao Felix is not going to be a Chelsea player. It's confirmed. The president of Atletico Madrid gives insightful details of how Chelsea, Mauricio Pochettino, have decided to snub the player. Raheem Sterling? Well, Raheem Sterling just threw Frank Lampard and Graham Potter under the bus. Raheem Sterling confirmed everything that I've been saying. Raheem Sterling has actively reiterated with vim, with aggression and passive aggressiveness. Those men were not the leaders of that dressing room, and it's finally nice to have a man in charge that knows what he's doing. Let's get into the video. Welcome to the Kavkas View, and let's start straight away from the back. Guys, before we get started, I think it's important for me to tell you, I'm getting married on the weekend. I've got a bunch of guests in the house. Can't be making the videos in the house. It's too crowded, it's too packed. I can't be chatting on the camera. But getting the equipment sorted so I could be doing it outside here, because there's a lot of Chelsea news and I know you lot want to see. But you lot need to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and now let me get into the news. Alright, we're aiming for 1,000 likes, but I want to get into the news. Joao Felix is leaving Chelsea. I'm very upset. When I tell you it ruined my day, it really did. Maybe at the age of 27, football shouldn't be impacting me the way it is. I really shouldn't be getting upset over individuals not playing for my club, but I love this club. I love this game. I love this sport. I'm invested. And in this case, it's evident that I genuinely believe we were going to re-sign him. And the way the news dropped was from the president of Atletico Madrid. So, the president of Atletico Madrid has reiterated that Chelsea have decided to pass up on the opportunity of acquiring Joao Felix due to the fact that Mauricio Pochettino believes he is not interested in the player. He believes he does not fit the system and he does not suit Chelsea. Furthermore, they say at this moment in time, they don't know what the future holds. Then, Fabrizio Romano, being the brilliant man that he is, Fabrizio confirms the stories behind everything. He starts giving us context, he starts giving us insight, he starts giving us the drama of the things to make a black and white picture fully colored, fully pixelated, 4D, and now we understand what's going on. So, it starts with this. Joao Felix wanted to stay at Chelsea. Joao Felix was trying to do whatever it takes to stay at Chelsea. He was being very obedient. He was being prim and proper. He was trying to do whatever it took to make sure he was persuading the hierarchy at Chelsea his future is there. The issue arose when Mauricio Pochettino got hired. Mauricio Pochettino's hiring caused a lot of disruption. The board at Chelsea loved Joao Felix. They believed he was a good individual to acquire, and I understand why. He's very marketable. He has been marketable for years. He has literally been poster boy in the sense that he was a Ballon d'Or winner. He was meant to be the next wonder kid. He was meant to be a golden boy, and I think he won that trophy. So they had a lot of marketability around him. Chelsea were going to have a star in their hands. Yet, Mauricio Pochettino believes it's not right to get him. And the reason he believes this is because he thinks having Nkunku and Felix is counterproductive. It costs too much money to acquire Joao Felix. It is a problem if we acquire Joao Felix and Nkunku. And this is my thoughts. We really messed this up when we went and acquired Nkunku so early. We really messed this up when we acquired Nkunku in September. It was a pre-agreed deal because I genuinely believe, and I believe this from the bottom of my heart, we didn't do it and it was just an option now. I think they're picking Joao Felix over Nkunku, and I think that's the correct decision. Reason I believe that's the correct decision is because I think Nkunku is a very good player, but I still have my doubts about the player against deep blocks. I have my doubts about the player's ability in tight areas. I know how good he is when he's got space in behind and he's running in behind. I know how productive he can be. I know how good his movement is. I know how good his finishing can be. However, I still have my doubts about him technically. A lot of people are going to say, Alex, you're reaching, but I still think Joao Felix is the better player. That's just my personal opinion. A lot of you are not going to agree with it. I don't want you to agree with everything I say, because the reality is we're here because we all have our own opinions. If you disagree with me, in the comments below, let me know. What do I think is going to happen? I think this is a worrying situation for Joao Felix. He's going to go back to Atletico Madrid. I don't know where he's going to go, but the reality is if the option arises later in the window for us to bring him back because Poch decides this is the right time, I hope we do it, because he is very talented and I need this player in this club. I think this player is an X-Factor player. This player is the type of player you build a team around. And it's a shame that Mauricio Pochettino doesn't see it, but I like the decisive. I like that he already has a plan. He's already flexing his muscles. He's already making decisions that we know this is his decision. I respect that. And I love that because I'm tired of yes men managers. We had Frank, we had Graham Potter, and prior to that we had Tuchel, who was a very, in my opinion, very decisive, and I liked that. And the board didn't like it, so now we're moving back to a Tuchel type manager, and for me, that's perfect. Finally, and this story is going to make every single one of you laugh, because I've been saying for a while now, we've got a caretaker manager and a PE teacher. And the reason I've been saying we had a PE teacher is because I never believed Graham Potter believed he was in charge of that draft. At the same time, when Frank Lampard came in, it's like your uncle that's your friend trying to babysit you that no one respects. And it was evident that's what was going on behind closed doors. And Raheem Sterling all but confirmed it. Raheem Sterling came out and basically said Potter's a world-class manager, which number one is a shot at Potter in my opinion, in the eyes. It's true, but it's a shot. And then he said we need someone that's in charge. And the wording there is very specific. Raheem Sterling is a very intelligent individual, and Raheem Sterling is very well trained when he talks to the media. He never lets anything slip that he doesn't want to be out there. He's very good at putting out the message he wants to. Very well media trained, and we've seen this in the past. When he did the interview for why he was leaving Liverpool, whether people agreed with it or not, Raheem Sterling had his reasoning, and he came out and made sure everyone knew about it. After he left Manchester City, very transparent about why he's leaving. He's very good to control his own narrative, and I respect that. I think more players should be doing that. So when he comes out and openly says we need someone that's in charge, it tells me what kind of ship was run under Frank Lampard and Graham Potter, because I think they never respected Potter, and they couldn't believe Frank Lampard was even in charge. So for me, I'm looking forward to what's going to happen under Pochettino, because if Raheem Sterling is openly saying stuff like this, it's going to be one of those things where they're going to respect him. Poch's won trophies in the past at PSG, and at the same time he's got a very good track record in the Premier League that these players know about. He's Argentinian, so hopefully he can link up and have some sort of a rapport with our best player in Enzo Fernandez. I'm looking forward to this. It's a player that I believe we should be building around with Joao Felix, but evidently it's not going to happen. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, let me know your thoughts, let me know whether you think this is a good thing that Pochettino is putting his foot down at this early stage, because genuinely, I think it is. I really do. I think it's showing that we're progressing as a club, showing that we're not a soft cushion as we once were. It's showing that we're moving forward and trying to fix the errors of yesteryear. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, let me know your thoughts. Peace out. I'm out. Amigos. Bye. The day has come. Joao Felix is not going to be a Chelsea player. It's confirmed. The president of Atletico Madrid gives insightful details of how Chelsea, Mauricio Pochettino, have decided to snub the player. Raheem Sterling? Well, Raheem Sterling just threw Frank Lampard and Graham Potter under the bus. Raheem Sterling confirmed everything that I've been saying. Raheem Sterling has actively reiterated with vim, with aggression and passive aggressiveness. Those men were not the leaders of that dressing room, and it's finally nice to have a man in charge that knows what he's doing. Let's get into the video.